Welcome, adventurers. In the presence of an epic legend that unfolds amidst the mists of time and the ethereal ice of distant lands, the ice giants in Dungeons & Dragons. In this world of magic and mystery, giants are titans that walk the earth, carved by history and imbued with primordial power. Prepare to embark on a journey through snow-capped peaks and icy realms, where the fate of heroes intertwines with the fate of the ice mountains themselves. Join us as we explore the secrets, legends, and challenges that await those who dare to defy the ice giants in Dungeons & Dragons. Frost giants are one of the most imposing and majestic races in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, known for their physical might and their connection to cold and ice. Below, I will give you an overview of the main characteristics of this breed. Origins and lore. According to deity mythology, the frost giants are direct descendants of the primordial giants, ancestral creatures associated with the primordial elements. They are said to have been shaped by the forces of cold and ice, giving them a rugged and resilient nature. Physical appearance. Frost giants are enormous, often reaching heights of over 20 feet. Their skin is usually a bluish or gray color, and they are often covered in layers of fur or skins to withstand the cold of their homelands. Their features are imposing and possess superhuman strength. Society and culture. These giants are known to live in frozen lands, such as snow-capped mountains or vast ice deserts. Their society is organized into tribes or clans, each led by a powerful leader. They are often involved in wars and conflicts with other giant races or frost creatures. Skills and powers. Frost giants are masters of the art of combat and possess a natural resistance to cold. They are able to manipulate the forces of ice, casting powerful frost spells against their enemies. Furthermore, their physical strength is such that it allows them to break down walls and defenses with ease. Role in modules and adventures. Frost giants are often featured as formidable enemies in many Dungeons & Dragons modules and adventures. Players can find them as guardians of ancient treasures, lords of wastelands, or even as allies on rare occasions. In essence, the frost giants represent an epic embodiment of savage strength and primal might, a towering danger but also an opportunity for adventure and glory for the brave heroes who dare to challenge them. The frost giants, with their greedy nature for power and riches, often guard priceless treasures within their imposing fortresses and refuges. Here are some examples of the treasures that could be guarded by frost giants in Dungeons & Dragons. Jewelry and coins. Collections of precious gems and gold, silver, and platinum coins are often coveted treasures for frost giants. These can be hidden inside enormous ice chests or kept in the halls of their kingdom. Magical weapons and armor. Frost giants are skilled blacksmiths and often possess magically crafted weapons and armor. Enchanted swords, legendary armor and unbeatable shields are just some of the items that might be kept in their treasures. Ancient artifacts. In some Dungeons & Dragons lore, frost giants are associated with ancient and powerful artifacts, such as relics of the primordial or objects related to the history of their race. These artifacts can grant extraordinary powers to their possessor and can be the focus of many adventures. Frost giants are a formidable race in Dungeons & Dragons, known for a variety of strengths that make them formidable adversaries and fascinating characters to play as. Here are some of their key strengths. Superhuman strength. Frost giants are among the strongest creatures in the world of D&D. Their physical might is superhuman, allowing them to inflict devastating damage with weapons and melee attacks. Cold resistance. Being native to frozen lands, frost giants are naturally resistant to cold. This makes them particularly dangerous opponents in snowy or glacial environments. Combat skills. Frost giants are skilled fighters, often trained in the use of heavy weapons such as maces, axes, and hammers. They can also be masters of the art of hand-to-hand combat, crushing their opponents with their brute strength. Magical abilities. Some frost giants are capable of casting magical spells related to cold and ice. These spells can deal freezing damage to their enemies or manipulate the surrounding weather to hinder their opponents. Tactical intelligence. Despite their reputation as brutal creatures, many frost giants possess remarkable tactical intelligence. They can plan elaborate strategies in battle and make the most of their skills to gain advantage on the combat field. Leadership and leadership. Frost giants are often leaders of tribes or clans of smaller creatures, such as goblins or orcs. Their charismatic presence and natural authority make them respected and feared figures within their community. In summary, the frost giants are a threat to be reckoned with in the worlds of Dungeons & Dragons, thanks to their brute strength, resistance to cold and fighting skills. While the frost giants are formidable adversaries, they also have some weaknesses that can be exploited by brave adventurers who clash with them. Vulnerability to heat. Despite their resistance to cold, frost giants are often vulnerable to heat. Attacks or spells that use fire or heat can deal increased damage to these creatures, making them less effective in hot or fiery environments. Slow movement. Due to their imposing size, frost giants can be subject to slower movement than more agile and faster opponents. These can be used by adventurers to keep their distance or try to avoid direct attacks. Susceptibility to tricks and traps. Despite their tactical intelligence, frost giants can fall victim to tricks or cunning traps. Taking advantage of their impulsive nature or manipulating them with false information can be an effective strategy to neutralize them or divert them from their goal. Supply dipendenze. Because they often inhabit remote and desolate lands, frost giants are heavily dependent on the supply of food and resources. Disrupting their supply lines or damaging their food sources can weaken them and put them at a disadvantage. Social isolation. Due to their solitary or clannish nature, frost giants can be affected by the loss of social support. Separating them from their allies or their tribe can undermine their resolve and reduce their effectiveness in battle. Exploiting these weaknesses can be crucial to success against frost giants in Dungeons & Dragons, allowing adventurers to overcome otherwise insurmountable challenges. Defeating the frost giants in Dungeons & Dragons requires a well-planned strategy and the wise use of available skills and resources. Here are some strategies and combos that can be useful to successfully face these formidable creatures. Exploiting heat vulnerability. Because frost giants are vulnerable to heat, using spells or attacks that deal fire damage can be extremely effective. Spells such as Fire or Fire Sphere spells can deal considerable damage and exploit this weakness. Terrain freezing. Taking advantage of your surroundings can be crucial. Spells like Ground Freeze can make the battlefield slippery and difficult for frost giants to traverse, reducing their mobility and making it easier to take them down. Ranged attacks. Since frost giants are often threatened by melee attacks, using ranged attacks can be an effective strategy. Well-trained archers or spellcasters focused on ranged attacks can inflict significant damage without running the risk of being hit directly. Deception and traps. Using deception and traps to confuse and slow down frost giants can be a winning strategy. Creating illusions or setting cunning traps can distract or harm them, allowing adventurers to gain a tactical advantage. Exploiting technology and craft. Using magical items or artifacts created specifically to fight frost giants can be extremely useful. Weapons enchanted with the power of fire or armor that grants cold resistance can greatly increase your chances of success in battle. Attacking weaknesses. Identifying the frost giant's specific weaknesses and focusing on them can be an effective strategy. For example, targeting the joints of their armor or exploiting their vulnerability to magical attacks could allow you to inflict greater damage. Furthermore, it is important to coordinate the group's actions and make the most of the skills and abilities of individual members to maximize the chances of success against the frost giants. With a well-planned strategy and good execution, even the most fearsome creatures can be defeated in Dungeons & Dragons. Here are some interesting facts about frost giants in Dungeons & Dragons. Mystical origins. According to Dungeons & Dragons lore, frost giants have legendary origins that connect them to the primordial elements of cold and ice. This gives them an aura of mystery and ancestral power. Cultural variants. Not all frost giants are the same. Depending on the game setting and narrative story, there are different cultural variations of frost giants, each with unique lore, behaviors, and appearances. Unexpected allies. Despite their reputation as savage and brutal creatures, frost giants can occasionally become unexpected allies for players. This can happen in situations where the frost giant's interests temporarily align with those of the protagonists. Bonds to deities. Some frost giants may be devout followers of deities linked to cold and ice. These bonds can influence their behavior, their actions, and even their magical abilities. Hidden riches, frost giants are often associated with hidden treasures within their fortresses and homes. These treasures can include not only material riches, but also magical artifacts and ancient relics. Amidst THS and legends, in the Dungeons & Dragons universe, the frost giants are often protagonists of myths and legends that narrate their heroic deeds or their terrible deeds. These stories help create an epic and mysterious atmosphere around this race. In Dungeons & Dragons, there are many famous frost giants that have been featured in adventures, modules, and game settings over the years. Here are some examples. THRYM. THRYM is a powerful frost giant who appears as an important figure in D&D Norse mythology. He is often associated with the kingdom of Jotunheim and its influence on the frost giant culture. Jarmuth. This frost giant is a legendary figure in the world of Icewind Dale, one of D&D's most iconic settings. Jarmuth is known for his ferocity in battle and his dominion over the snowy lands. Vorugal the Frozen one of the powerful elder dragons in Critical Role's Vox Machina campaign. Vorugal is feared for his control of the frozen lands and his dominion over the frost giants who inhabit the northern regions. Kostke, this frost giant is an iconic figure in the D&D pantheon of demons. Known as the king of the frost giants, Koschei is often seen as an evil and brutal entity who embodies ferocity and destruction. Arshnag, appearing in the Storm King's Thunder campaign, Karshlag is a benevolent frost giant who acts as an ally and mentor to players. He is known for his wisdom and strength, as well as his crucial role in the fight against the evil forces that threaten the north. These are just a few examples of famous frost giants in Dungeons & Dragons, but there are many other characters and creatures of this race that have left their mark on the stories and adventures of D&D players. In conclusion, the frost giants represent one of the most imposing and iconic figures of Dungeons & Dragons, with a history rich in myths, legends, and epic adventures. Facing these formidable adversaries or interacting with them can lead to compelling and unforgettable experiences in the fantasy world of D&D. Whether fighting against them or trying to earn their respect and allegiance, the frost giants offer an opportunity for heroes to demonstrate their courage, intelligence, and strength in a game environment full of challenges and mysteries.